This is the power of two. This is two. We first meet two when they randomly land on Earth in BFB 16 and announce that they are starting their own show, whose prize is, you guessed it, the power of two. 40 of the remaining 54 BFB contestants joined the Power of Two, which splits BFB into Season 4B, the so-called post-split BFB, and Season 5, BFDIA TPOT. A vote is held for two recommended contestants to join TPOT, and price tag and this random blue blob win. Their name is actually Winner, and I wonder if Winner is somehow related to Loser. Also, the intro is fire. Also, Teardrop's there. She joins in episode 2 because in the time it took Teapot to release one episode, post-split BFB managed to finish. So we have 6 teams of 7 and a 7th team called Teardrop with just Teardrop. Does that make sense? Also, the Cake at Stake song is fire.
Hey, two! When you bake a cake, decorate and take it to the players who are safe. That's how you know it's cake at stake.
Cake at stake!
Pie gets eliminated first, then Foldy second. Then we switch to a 2 at a time elimination format where the 2 teams who did the worst at a challenge each lose a member. This goes on for some time. In episode 6, 4 and X join as background characters and they are delegated to the kitchen of the hotel to make food for the contestants, I guess.
David and Dora?
What?
Also, did I mention they all live in a hotel? Like, this is the main Teapot location. Then in episode 9, there's a zombie apocalypse. I just really love this episode, and also Teardrop gets eliminated, so like, what was the point in her even joining the show to begin with? The end of this episode, however, one emerges from the moon, which was brought to Earth in BFB8, I think. This is the first time we've seen one, and we have no idea why she was trapped inside the moon or what her deal is. In Teapot 10, one can be seen in the background at numerous instances, just observing for now. In Teapot 11, we see the contestants who are eliminated in pre-split BFB try and eventually succeed in escaping the exit. The elimination plays within 4. 4 gets angry, but 2 agrees to keep them inside the hotel for now. Also, Purple Face enters 4's mouth for some reason. This will be relevant later. Another thing that will be relevant later is that the Exiters find 3, who we know nothing about, trapped in a jail cell inside 4. We only get to see 3's hand as they close the cell door, with them still inside.
Anyone, show yourself! Hurry up!
In Teapot 12, there is a team swap for the final 25, where they have to form 4 teams instead of the current 6. This is the first instance where we see one interfering with the game, with her scrambling everyone around in order to form teams of her own choosing. The teams brought together by her seemingly exist just to stir up as much conflict as possible between the members. Also, one starts kidnapping eliminated contestants and making deals with others, such as Fanny. We don't know what the purpose of those deals is, but one only chooses contestants who are in desperate need of something in order to force them to sign. At the end of the episode, 2 allows one of the Exiters to join the game. In Teapot 13, we see a horrible storm caused by no other than one herself. She stirs up even more drama by changing the rules and allowing 2 Exiters to join instead of just one, which allows for Pencil to join alongside Lai. The remaining Exiters are taken by the storm and scattered around the entire world, and we still don't know many of their fates. Pencil is particularly relevant here because she joins but she is alone. She's made enemies with everyone here. Nobody wants her to be her friend. Book literally tells her straight up she hates her.
I will never be in an alliance with you ever again, Pencil! Why? Why not? Because You wanna know why, Pencil? Because I hate you!
And on top of that, Pencil is traumatized after being inside the exit the longest for around 6 years, being the first eliminated contestant of BFB. So she is currently terrified of both 4 and being eliminated. Needle and Barfbag are eliminated and subsequently subsequently kidnapped by 1. We also see Fiery and Leafy building their own dream island. The storm hits and their house collapses, and then Leafy is gone? We don't know whether she was killed in the storm or taken by 1, but Fiery sets out to look for her. In Teapot 14, we see the remaining competitors very aware of the eliminated contestants disappearing, and they protect the eliminated Eraser and Gady until 2 can send them to the elimination place. But 2 instead sends Gady, who is his bestie, to the kitchen to help Foreignex. This will end badly. We also see Match land in the Pillory Ruins, which is where most of post-split BFB took place, and she is reunited with Bubble and Ruby. Teapot 15 is a big episode. It is part 2 of the seasonal shift New Year's special. It shows what happens after in BFDIA 17, Nickel threw tennis balls Yoyolite through the portal. 1 helps out some of the failed Teapot debuters to steal the Yoyolite, which transports them into different points in the BFDI timeline and messes up the time-space continuum. Marker turns green. Eventually, the contestants manage to get them back through traveling back in time, but Pencil messes up the timeline, which results in the world almost ending.
No! Black hole! What should we do?
I think it's too late. I think we're doomed.
Also, 3 briefly makes a cameo appearance. In the meantime, 1 has kidnapped Gady and is forcing her to sign a deal, which she only does when the world almost ends and all her friends are almost killed, in exchange for 1 saving them, which she does. The broken timeline now only manifests as a crack in the sky, which Black Hole luckily manages to control. For now. As for Gady, however, she just vanishes, almost as if 1 deleted her. This sends 2 into a depressive episode which literally lasts up until now. Because of that, in Teapot 16, 4 and X host, and Pencil crashes out. In Teapot 17, Bottle hosts, and Pencil crashes out. 1 also tries to make a deal with Donut, but Donut refuses, and 1 is pissed. We do get to see the contestants kidnapped by 1 make it to the equation playground, where they find 6, who is terrified by the news of 1's return and tries to help them escape. We also see Fiery finding 8-Ball, who joins him on his journey to recover Leafy. Teapot 18 is a more lighthearted episode that focuses on the post-split BFB contestants. The only relevant things for the story are that loser sets out to find winner, and 4 finally finds out about 1 coming back. And now you're ready to watch Teapot 19.